Falling on your feet, do you finally see what you're missing? You're just one lost soul here to break the mold. When you see me, do you believe in a higher love? Somebody let the sun come up again. What you need is the heat of the summer. Lost your mind, need the light to recover. I swear we're headed.
Welcome to a new episode of Wild of the World. And you might think that I ended up in Germany because of all the buildings around me. But I'm actually still in Africa and we're cruising the west coast of Namibia. Let's go. And this is what you saw in the previous episode. In the Sossusvlei, we visited one of the most remote places on Earth. We made a beautiful road trip along salt lakes and even flamingos in the desert to make a stop at the industrial port city of Walvis Bay. And in this episode you'll see my big friend again. The car behind me, a 4x4 rental camper with 2 rooftop tents that we rented at Brits.
You smile makes the past worthwhile. Now I feel like I believe in a higher love.
Today the episode begins as we leave Walvis Bay on our way to Namibia's most beautiful town.
What you need is the heat of the summer. Lost your mind, need the light to recover. I swear we're headed on the better days and the sun will come up.
From Walvis Bay we drove about half an hour to the north through the most beautiful desert with views on the deep blue ocean. And this is an even more cozy town than Walvis Bay because this is Swakopmund with a lot of German colonial history. I will show you the town, and Swakopmund actually in German means the mouth of the river Swakop. And Swakop consists of the local words Tsau and Ksaup, which mean anus and excrement. The river was indeed named after the poop that floated towards the Atlantic Ocean. In 1892 it was the Germans who gave the city a completely different image. Because of the rich German history, there are a lot of beautiful colonial buildings in the town Swakopmund. We make a little drive and a stroll today in the beautiful weather, and the one behind me is the first one. This is the Hohenzollernhaus. The Hohenzollernhaus is just one of many examples of the architecture that you can find here, all built in the neo-Baroque style. It's like I'm walking through Germany, guys. What do you think about Woolman House behind me here? This important trading building was later also a school and a hostel for sailors. The UNESCO World Heritage Site obviously had a violent colonial past. But today, the city has a completely different character. They still speak a little German here, but it's really Namibia. What a cozy little town, guys. Swakopmund is really nice to walk around in, especially with this weather and all the beautiful buildings. And we saved the best for last because this is the lighthouse. At the oldest and most beautiful lighthouse in all of Namibia, we also pay a visit to the vibrant and atmospheric beach of Swakopmund. So we're just having our sandwiches, doing a little picnic right in town here in Swakopmund next to the playground. And now it's all for families and children, a very cozy town. But it used to be a place where they hunt for whales. A lot. So this is right next to the playground. Pretty fearsome, right? Thank God they don't do that anymore. Yes, this is a place of great contrasts. Unique and truly a highlight of Namibia.
I didn't ever want to see you cry. Let me know that was the reason why it's over. You live a lie. I needed what you gave to me. You're everything, a living dream. I know, not an enemy. Did you feel it though? We were riding low, and only thing I know.
After a lovely sunny day in Swakopmund, it was time to find a campsite. And we did find a beautiful one. With the car over there, we're gonna put up the rooftop tents and we have our own little private bathroom and toilet building. They do that a lot in Namibia and in South Africa as well. We love that. Tomorrow it's time to see more of this beautiful coast, which they call the Skeleton Coast. We'll visit the National Aquarium, kind of like the Namibian sea life, and we'll find some seals along the coast at Cape Cross. So we'll do that tomorrow, and now it's time to chillax because I'm tired.
Wait until we meet though.
After a month or so, I can really recommend camping with a 4x4. As we drove through the most rugged landscapes, we always have everything with us.
You're the light out in a lonely day.
Although we don't even need that much.
Girl, you saved me. Way down, it's just not all we need. Like everything we live and breathe. And so won't you stay here?
And we set up the rooftop tents every evening in 5 minutes. How awesome is that?
We were riding low, and only a thing I know, you thing I know. We could be.
Good morning, guys. It's still early and we have a lot to do today. The first thing we do is visit the National Marine Aquarium. Kind of the sea life of Namibia. Everything that you can see in front of the coast here in the deep blue ocean is inside here for us to see. So instead of taking a dive over there, this is way easier. So let's explore the sea life of Namibia. The National Aquarium is highly recommended, especially if you're bringing children. We actually didn't expect that there would be so much to see, and we even got to learn a thing or two. There's also plenty to see outside, near the real ocean. The National Aquarium is not really big. You can spend like half an hour, 1 hour in there. But I have to say it's really worth it because you get to see all the fish that live along the coast here in Namibia. And also the price is very reasonable because we paid about 30 Namibian dollars for adults, which is about $2 US. And Jens only paid $1 Namibian dollar, which is 6 cents. So we're gonna cruise down the coast again, the Skeleton Coast up north, and we start here at the pier in Swakopmund. The landscape of Namibia continues to amaze us. At the rim of each town we drive completely out of civilization and again into an endless no man's land. We're driving along that beautiful coastline in Namibia and it's named the Skeleton Coast. What I didn't tell you yet is where the name comes from. It has everything to do with all the bones and the skeletons that washed up on the shores here, of animals like seals and whales that were hunted over here, but also of humans, because there have been many shipwrecks over the last centuries here, which has everything to do with the currents and the rough sea behind me. The best example you can find is the ship called Zyla. It's behind me over there. It's got that spooky vibe and it's from 2008. So it's not that long ago, only 15 years, and that's why it's so beautifully preserved. You can look at it from the shore and it's about 14 kilometers south of Walvis Bay. The old fishing boat Zyla had been sold by Namibian fishermen to an Indian company. It was supposed to be towed from Walvis Bay to Mumbai, but as you can see, it didn't get very far. The next stop will be just as special because some completely different sights wash up on the shore over there. So guys, we drove a little bit more up north and end up at Cape Cross, a little bit north of Walvis Bay. And it's famous for this guy right here and thousands of his friends. And when you enter the park over here, the conservation area, you already smell them. There are thousands and together the urine smell is really disgusting. So I'm gonna walk around here a bit, see these guys and then quickly back into the car because I'm not gonna take this very long. But is it worth it? Oh yeah! The spectacle that takes place in the water here is something you don't see every day. So guys, I'm out here on my own because the stench is so bad that Susan and Jens decided to stay in the car. I'm out here, I've never seen so many seals in my life, and they sound a little bit like there are thousands of Chewbaccas around me. I don't know if you guys are Star Wars fans, but they sound like I know what you mean, Chewie. And so we drive on through a landscape from another world again, where you encounter almost nothing along the way. In In the tiny town with the strange name of Uwis, we find a wonderful oasis for our next stay. That's it guys for this episode. We saw so many beautiful things already in Namibia, but we're not through yet because we're gonna go on safari. The best place for safari in Namibia next time, it's Etosha. And meanwhile, we're setting up camp here in the desert. See you next time. So experience the adventure with us next time, when we make beautiful safaris. But also we travel further through Africa and visit Botswana and Zimbabwe. You will then see us on the islands of Mauritius and La Réunion. So subscribe and always travel with us. Ciao!